G'day guys, Cracker Fruity here, and today I am bringing you a tip for new DayZ players. Now, I know a lot of people out there, much like myself, bought Armour 2 and the Operation Arrowhead expansion pack solely to get the DayZ experience. Now, DayZ can be a fairly difficult game at times, as I'm sure some of you that have already had a go at the game would know that. Especially when you're trying to learn. It's hard enough trying to dodge the zombies and get through the towns, figure out what you're doing and where you're going, let alone knowing how to actually effectively fire your rifle, all the buttons to push, and vehicles and so on and so forth. Now this is where it gets to my point about buying Armour 2. Since you've already bought it, if you go into the Armour 2 menu, you will see that there is an option to do some training. Now within this training you're able to test out some weapons, practice filling your inventory up, reloading, all that sort of thing. You get the opportunity to drive some vehicles. There's a Humvee there which I drive down, a few different weapons, some of which you may not necessarily get within DayZ, but a lot of which you will, and ultimately it's the same mechanics. So yeah, I mean, as I say, DayZ can be quite difficult when you're getting going. It can take a lot of people hours to simply get the hang of where they're going, what they're meant to be doing. You know, ducking and weaving zombies and trying to find all the correct and important loot. And I guess an issue could be, you know, you might have been alive for a while. You've got zombies and other players around you. You find yourself a weapon, a rifle, something like that. I mean, do you know how to effectively use it? Do you know which button zooms in, which button looks down the scope, all that sort of thing? If you haven't done that before, like I hadn't, then you might not know. On top of that, you could be slightly more advanced than that. You've got your weapons, you've got, you know, maybe you've met up with some friends, you're wandering north, and you walk over the hill and see a perfect order, working order chopper, heli sitting there. Obviously a great thing that you'd want to take. But do you know how to fly it? You know, maybe the guys that turned up in the chopper have just walked away, so you know that you kind of need to sneak in, jump in the chopper, and take off before they turn around, realise, and try and snipe you out of the chopper or whatever the case may be. Are you going to be able to get in there? Do you know which button starts the rotors up, takes off? You know, are you going to be able to fly it when it is up, or are you just going to slam it straight back into the ground, therefore upsetting all the people that you just stole it off, and also getting nothing out of it yourself but a death? So this training gives you the opportunity to try all of those things. You're able to fly a helicopter, test the weapons out, as I said, drive the vehicle, all of which is going to be fairly beneficial to you. I even have a bit of a go at taking on a small squadron that were holding up an area, a town, and you know, I kind of sucked. I got my ass kicked. So again, it gives you the opportunity to practice hunting, picking people out, picking them off, sneaking through, getting to certain areas alive. And I think ultimately it's all just great training that would help you out with DayZ. And you've got it. It's there. You paid for it. So if you haven't played Armour 2, or perhaps you had no intention of ever going and playing Armour 2, at least check out the combat training. Give it a run. You'll probably help your skills. It's certainly not going to hurt you. And yeah, that is my tip for young players, or for new players, as it were. I also was a noob. I found this to be fairly helpful. So yeah, give it a try. Right, if you liked this or found this video helpful, do feel free to give it a like. It helps me out a lot. Also hit subscribe, check out my channel. I do have a number of games on there that you might like, but there's also some other DayZ videos, and of course I will be having some upcoming DayZ videos. So yeah, that's me.